How you doing, listeners and viewers? This is the Faison podcast, episode 112. We are back for another episode. We're getting straight into it once again. My topics, excuse me, no under the weather. It's been snowing crazy in the DMV, wilding. But anyway, my two topics today, three topics actually. We're going to discuss really respecting the process. That's the name of this episode, Respect the Process. Have a talk really about respecting the process, whatever you do. You know, you should be dedicated and hard working to whatever you do and being a boss. Everybody should be inspired to be a boss. Secondly, talk about Soulja Boy's interview today. Soulja Boy is funny, but nah, on some real, he's speaking some real. He's a mogul. People fail to realize that he is a mogul, and he set the way for a lot of people. And thirdly, just talk about future up and coming album. My top 5 opinion wise, Future's best work. I'm gonna talk about that. So let's get right into it. Respecting the process. Me and my friends were just having a discussion, and I feel like having these discussions is healthy because it builds your own brand, and it helps you build your brand within the family of your friends and the comfort of your friends. So just basically saying respect the process. Whatever you do, we all can be bosses. I feel like we all have a purpose in life, and the purpose should be to become a leader. Like, you will always have to follow in order to lead, but you really have to sit back and really focal point people that are doing good and see what you can do in that same light, but how can you do it better? You should always be trying to better yourself. And like the process, meaning respect the process, it's a lot of people that just give up on what they want, to give up on what their dreams are. Like, don't give up. You got to respect the process. If you want things to go your way, you have to respect the process of what you're doing. And it's like, for example, my boy, he knows what I'm talking about. I ain't going to say no name. He's coming out with new music. People don't probably expect him to come out with music or think he's even that type of that person to drop music. I talk to him on the daily. Like, he's dedicated, talking about how hard it is to trust the process and the things you have to do in order to become an artist. Studio time, having a mic, being on cue with your music, having rhyme with your music, like everything involved. And he's basically saying it's not hard. He's getting his LLC. He's doing the things necessary for him to succeed in his music industry and where he's about to go with his music. And I trust and believe in him. And we have those conversations, healthy conversations. And I talk to him about what I want to do with my podcast, what I want to do with modeling, what I want to do just in my general life with my major, with my 2 jobs that I have. What do I want to do, where do I want to go, where do I see myself, not even short term, what do I see myself long term, and how can I build upon this right now? I felt like we just need to start having more healthier conversations. Like, we don't need to just be talking about anything anymore. Like, well, I'm of the age, just in all ages. You see people, for instance, it was a young teenage girl, or even younger than that, selling lemonade and made a fortune and made $1 million plus and got offered deals just from making lemonade. But it was just her brand messages and how dedicated she was. She respected the process. At a young age, this can be taught to you at any time in your life. But I feel like we need to start having more healthy conversations to where we can better ourselves. We don't need to just keep having, senseless conversation. We need to actually talk of things of substance and how we can build on entrepreneurship, how we can be talking about our own businesses and what business ventures we want to do or where we want to travel and what we want to do, because we're respecting the process of what we do. And when we work hard and we deserve things, we can talk about, we can talk about anything now. But I'm on the grind. I'm trying to get it. And this is my boy brand right here, BSBD, Sosa OG. You already know. Like, we all out here. I got color power on my wrist. All me. This is all designed by me, created by me. Color Power, go follow Color Power. We're really just trying to build and be great. Like, we need to stop having a short mindset of we have to, and not trying to single those companies out, but having these big old industries and companies that are white owned. And why can't we have things of our own? I'm talking about my culture and point right now. Why can't we have things of our own? Why can't we own things? Why can't we buy from buy from a black owned business and be happy about it? Come on now. We have to grow. We have to grow up. And what Dame Dash said, I watched the interview. He was talking with Nick Cannon. It's called Cannon's Class, and he was basically just schooling game on how he has his daughter, right? But his daughter works for him, which is a luxury and it's a blessing that you can have. But at the same time, it's like he explained it in a way. Why would I send my daughter off to college to learn from these white professors that are just getting paid? And not saying teachers are all bad, but they're getting paid really to give you some education, but at the same time, that education is most likely dated and it's most likely not for everyday life. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've learned things in college, but most of those things was life experiences. Me being in college and experiencing college. It wasn't being in the classes of college because I didn't learn how to write a textbook. I didn't learn how to do certain things. So in that aspect of things, it's like you have to grow. You really just have to grow. But at the same time, it's like college didn't make me grow into the man I am today. It molded me because of the location I was in, because of the college environment. But he was basically saying all these things are set up. You become in debt. You paying off loans for things you don't even have. You get out of college, it's just like, oh, I have this piece of paper. Like, you still have to apply yourself. You can't just give, oh, yeah, this is my BA, this is my master's, and not have any work behind it or not have any personal background to give. Like, people with masters and bachelors get denied jobs on a daily. Like, you really have to brand yourself and not saying teach yourself, but you have to talk to others, network and talk to others and learn. Because college, it is a great stepping stone. It's a great milestone, but it's not the end after college. And college, not at all times, like 50-50 is not for everybody. So you have so many people that are millionaires and so many people are doing great in life without college. My two parents didn't have the luxury of going to college because of the situation they were in. They're great now. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about the process and trusting in your brand. And how far are you willing to take what you want to do? Because you're going to have to work hard. I don't care. This my point, too. I don't care if I have 2 jobs. Why can't I get 3, 4, 5 jobs? And why can't those other jobs, the 2 jobs I have, just be of income, just to back and invest on me, honestly, and keep building revenue. Like, hard work. I don't care about sleeping. I'm gonna be real with you. We gonna have our time to get our rest, but this is the time we supposed to grind and go get it. And like, I want to keep building upon. I'm on my business ventures. I'm thinking of new ways I can new ways I can reinvent myself, and get out of my box of comfort. And what can I do here? I like writing, so I've been writing. I have 2 books on the way that I've been writing. 2 novels I've been writing. Like, it just don't stop. You just always got to be thinking. But you guys, let's stay strong. Let's get to this bag, and we can all be bosses. Point blank period on that subject. Soulja Boy, Big Draco. But hey, on Soulja Boy, the interview was hilarious, but it had some gems in it because a lot of people don't realize Soulja Boy set the wave and set the trend for all of these new rappers in this day and age where it's media involved. You wasn't trying to hear somebody's ringtone or trying to download things off of LimeWire or just clicking onto YouTube to figure out how to do a dance or try to figure out a dance. He had Pretty Boy Swag, Kiss Me Through the Phone, of course, Crank That, which went out of this world. So millions and millions of ringtones was millions and millions of streams on YouTube. He set the wave and precedent for all these new rappers today, and his antics and trolling and the things he used to do. He was at a young age. He was at a young age, and he was really, really beyond his years. Soulja Boy, he's really set. He's really set himself up to be great. Just the antics and things of the nature. We in 2018, 2019, everybody glorifies social media. So everybody's on social media trolling and doing certain things. So when you see Soulja Boy, he's funny acting. He does certain things, but at the same time, you don't know the background to what he's really been through. He was 16, 17, accumulating so much amount of money. And he's right though. Like, he deserves his credit. I understand. It's like he's funny with his acting, so it makes it more visible. But when everything he said is facts. It's facts. He's not really just doing it for attention. He has a lot. He has a lot of facts in that interview to back up his claim of why he feels like he is in a certain place. And when he came back, he has had the biggest comeback because he's gone through a lot of things in his life. But a lot of people don't understand how much Soulja Boy is our culture. He changed and innovated everything. To kiss me through the phone when you were seeing FaceTime, when I'm talking to you, through podcasting, and I'm going to post it on YouTube so I can, accumulate followers, accumulate views. That started basically from him, like in our culture. It really did. So just keep it a buck. Shout out to Big Soulja. And lastly, I want to talk about Future up and coming album. It's called The Wizard. So I'm really excited about it. I'm a Future fan, and I feel like this project is going to be the project to where he pushes to another level, or he's just it's just Future Hendrix. You know what I'm saying? But in a way of, we know Future is great, but like we seen the best of Future already. We think, but Future has been dropping and dropping and dropping, and it's just like his music is kind of getting like a little repetitive solely off the fact that we getting so much of it. But at the same time, Future has a great catalog, which is why I commend Future. He gave us some of the best music in the last 7 years. In my top 5 Future projects or albums or mixtapes, all in one order, I would say 1 is Dirty Sprite 2, hands down to me personally. Dirty Sprite 2. Second, I'm going to say Monster, because Monster really, after Monster, he took off to a whole nother level. Third, I'm going to say, to me, my opinion, it's hard, but I would say Hendrix. That Hendrix album, it was kind of like true to Future, and it was this evolution of change with singing. He mastered it. He mastered it. 4 is 56 Nights. March Madness is my favorite Future song probably of all time. March Madness. And 5, Beast Mode. How about that layup? That Pico. Bird, man. Nah, but definitely Beast Mode. I'm just waiting to hear something of those levels of music. I gotta hear it. I gotta hear Future. I need it. That comes out January 18th. And man, we here every week, man. This is a short episode. I'm feeling a little under weather, but it's all good, though. I'm going to be back to myself. All right, but y'all have a good one, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. God bless y'all.